we were talking about the calculations, and if I go back on the design over there, since I am sticking to the design which is being done in the book, so the first thing first which we did over there, if you remember, this was the whole winding calculation. I will just go with on a fast pace through all this. This was the transformer, okay? And it was a 100 kVA transformer, and the voltage are 11,000/433 volts, and the number of phases are 3/50 hertz is the frequency, and the working flux density is 1.6 and all that attributes over there. And the first thing first, we designed the primary coil or the high voltage coil over there, and the current over there, we took the current density as 1.5 amperes per square mm, and that was because it was an aluminium binding material. And then this was the conductor area that was chosen over here based on the working current density, and this was 1.335. And here we found out that if we assume a value of K equal to 0.33, you are having ET equal to 3.3. Now this all calculation we did over here from this slide on forward. This was the total length of the high voltage conductor, and this was the total length of the window, and in this window we had to fix the low voltage winding over here, and based on this one, this was the low voltage table, and we had some transposition area required, and then the end result was this, that we had this table over there, and I told you that please go through this table yourself. Now if you see this table over here, you have the radial width of the low voltage winding, you know the length of the low voltage winding, and if I go back on my high voltage winding table, in this you can see over here the core window height, which is 490, and if I go back over there and if I zoom in over there on this one, this is the high voltage winding table. The radial width is 35 mm and the length is 104 mm. So in 104 mm is the width of one packet over there, and if you see 104 packets, so this was 4 packets, 416 mm. The remaining were the gaps between the yoke and the top and the bottom coil over there. Now all of this calculation is not having anything done with the core. We have not yet done or decided on the core size, number of steps, or what should be the flux density and whatever area. So today what we are going to do, we are going to take the value of ET we have already calculated over here, which is 3.3 volts per turn, and use that to find out the area, and then using that area we will find out the diameter, and then using that diameter we are going to decide that our core is going to be either 4 step, 5 step, 6 step, 7 step, or up till 11 step is the maximum value. So today we are talking about the core calculations over here. So if I go on towards the now ET that we have already found out is 3.3 volts per turn. This is already done previously in the last lecture, and I showed you just now. Now since your number of turns on the secondary, if I go back over there on this over there, we rounded off the number of secondary turns from 75.75 to 76 turns. So this means that if this is 76 turns, my ET is actually going to change over there. So actual ET will be equal to 433 divided by under root 3 divided by 76. I hope this is clear. Yeah, oh sorry, this one. ET आपने निकाला था K under root S करके. Now since you have rounded off the number of turns to 76, so you are finding out your ET actual, which is equal to, बोलो क्या कह रहे हो? नहीं 75 नहीं था, 76 है. 75.75 turns rounded off to 76 turns. ठीक है, आप लोगों के sections के लिए I am going with the same design that is done in this book. ठीक है, I am using the same value. Maybe some calculations today I will do it a little different, but up till now whatever has been done up till page number 81, this table, same design of the book. ठीक है, today I am going to take this value of 3.3 and the 76 and do my own calculation over here. Read calculators. 3.289 volts per turn. Okay, now when you found out 3.289 volts per turn, The next thing first, you know ET is equal to 4.44 F into BM into AI. Okay, you already know this formula. Now in this equation, you already know your ET, which is the actual ET. So 3.289 equal to 4.44. The frequency is already known, 50 Hertz. BM is already told to you. If you go back on your the data that was given to you, that was 1.6 Tesla. Okay, so the material is already fixed over there. So this will be 1.6 Tesla. And then you have AI. Please give me the value of AI from here. Certainly it will be in meter square. Then you have to convert it into millimeter square. This is 1.6 Tesla. 2596 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter square. So this is 9.2596, and if I convert this one into millimeter, 9259.6. आगे इसके बाद क्या था, कुछ बता सकते वैल्यू? I don't want to miss the 57 है. अच्छा ठहरो एक सेकंड, let me just 57 millimeter square. So this is your area in millimeter square. Now here I have to decide on first what type of core I am going to use. Either I want to go with the 4-step, 5-step, 6-step, 7-step or 8-step. Now over here, if you go back on your chapter number 4, you have been given the values of your K factor over here. Now what is K factor over there? K factor means if this is area of the iron, this will be equal to pi d square by 4 multiplied by some K factor. What was that K factor? That K factor was the total area that was being covered over there inside the circle, whatever step you were assuming. Now if you see on this table over here, you have been given from 4th step up till the 11th step, you have been given the data. For example, for a 6-step core, the approximate value of K is 0.92. For 7th step, this is 0.925. For 8 steps, it's continuously going on. Now, your book, in the design, they are taking a 9-step core. Here, I am deliberately taking it a 11-step core. So, if I am going to select 11-step core, this K1 factor is going to be equal to 0.945. Don't worry, you don't need to calculate this value. This will be given as in your question, or maybe you can assume your value whatever you want to use. Okay. Now before this one K1 factor is being used over there, this AI, this is not AI actually, this has to be AG. Why AG? कोई बताएगा मुझे? Because I am talking about the total gross area. Okay. So what I need to do first, I need to convert this AI into the gross area, and for that purpose I need to take a stacking factor. So this means I will divide AI by my stacking factor, and stacking factor totally up to you. If you have a very good workmanship, you can even have 0.97. Okay? So I'm assuming I'm not something very best, I am just having 0.95. So divided by 0.95 G. Give me the value of AG. 9259.57 divided by 0.95. At least 3-4 लोग तो करें, एक बंदे पे ना छोड़ना, वरना अदरवाइज अभी पिछली क्लास में अभी हम आधा घंटा पीछे हो चुके हैं इसी वजह से, क्योंकि कैलकुलेशन एक बंदे ने सारी गलत की. तो 9746.95 915 mm square. So this is your gross area. Okay, now I am choosing with an 11-step core, and I know my gross area is equal to pi d square by 4 multiplied by 0.945. Can you plug in the value of AG here and find me the value of D? This is the G. Can you plug in the value of AG 9746.915 and find out me the value of D? 114.625, but ठीक है इससे ज़्यादा, it's already in millimeters, so I don't need to go that one. Okay, now 114.625. Now first thing first, I'm not going to take 114.625. I'm the first thing first, I'm going to round it off and I'm going to call it 115 mm. So this means that the diameter of my circumscribed circle is going to be 115 mm. Now at this point you have chosen 11-step core. Listen to this very carefully. Now there are two paths from here. The first path is this, that is based on your assignment number 1 which you did. You were told there is an approximate formula and that was equal to 90 degrees divided by n plus 1, and n was the number of steps, and you find out the first angle. Subsequently you can find out the next of the angle. The other way is this, that is your assignment way, in which you are going to do for 11 steps and try to find out the exact theta angle and that one. Now normally as designers, your main aim is to actually reduce the amount of copper being used. Our main aim is not to actually make it full circular. Okay? If we are getting an advantage of 80 or 90%, we don't go towards even the approximate formula. Now this one. What they normally do, listen to this very carefully, it is also done in this one. Now since we know that the diameter is 115 mm, so what we will do, I will make supposingly first of all a circle, and in this circle how many steps I have to make? 11. Now see this over here. Since the first step is going to be just at here and this is going to cover in the center like this. Now if this is the first step, the second step which I am going to make is going to be just equal to almost that length, little small. Okay? The next step is going to be even smaller than this one, and the next one even smaller than this one. Don't mind this one, it's not touching the circle, so it's not important over here. So this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, and then this is the fifth, then this is the sixth, and then this is the sixth and seventh, then this is the eighth, then there is 9, there is 10, and there is 11. Okay? Now there are 11 steps over here. Now the approximation done by the book is this: if I know this distance equal to whatever the value, 115. Now I know this angle is going to be very, very small, so I am going to take an approximation that this distance over here is going to be equal to approximately 112, just based on your assumption. Okay? It will be something in the range of 113, 112, 114, something in that range. Because if I go by the angle formula, this is equal to 90 degrees divided by 11 plus 1. This comes out to be 7.5 degrees. So a 7.5 degrees approximately, this value is not going to be less than something 113, 112. So what they are going to do, they are going to fix this length equal to 112 mm, and since I can find out this distance, how? I know the angle 7.5 degrees. I know the angle 7.5 degrees over here. Can I find out this x over here? I know d. What will be x? Find out. I know the angle, it is 7.5 degrees. I know d, the diameter, the hypotenuse of this triangle. What is this triangle over here? This one is 115. So can I find out x? क्या होगा? जी, sine 15.01. Now instead of making it in points, I can just truncate this points and I can assume this is 15. Now listen to this very carefully. If this is 15 mm, okay? If this is 15 mm, this has to be also 15 mm. If it is a perfect circle. Listen to this, what I am trying to tell over. If this is 115 diameter, I have taken arbitrarily 112 mm. I can take 113, 114, it would be up to me. Okay? But based on this 115, I know this x distance, it has to be coming out to be 15 point some value. I have taken or truncated the decimal part. I am going with the 15 value. Now if this is 15, this distance over here for the smallest is also going to be 15, because I want to make it a perfect circle. Now I am going to choose this as 15. I am going to choose this as 112. Okay? Now smallest one I have chosen as 15. The largest one is 112. Can you equally bifurcate it in a monotonous way, decreasing down? Let me repeat the question. I have chosen 112. I have chosen this as 15. Can you monotonously decrease it in equal number of steps over there? You know the difference between it. One is 112, other one is 15, whatever that value, divided by the number of steps in between, and you can find out the value. I'm not going with the approximate, this is just over there. Now why I'm doing this one? Remember this thing, whenever you are going to have, supposedly the difference is 115 and that one is 112, the answer comes out to be 97. Okay? 97 difference बनता है. 97 difference को जब आप 10 steps में divide करने की कोशिश करोगे, you are going to get a value of 9.7. Now if you are going to exactly do 9.7 calculation and डिजाइन जाके आप वर्कर को पकड़ाओगे कि जी हाँ जी इसको 9.7 के हिसाब से आप काटना शुरू करो, he is an illiterate worker. He will definitely do a mistake of 0.7 or something. So try to always give a worker a value, something is always whole numbers. ठीक है? So don't subtract 9.7 किसी एक step में थोड़ा ज़्यादा, किसी में कम, किसी में ज़्यादा, किसी में कम. So what I am trying to suggest over here, I am going to make a table, and in this table, the first thing first, let me make this one. So this is my first step. First step I am making it equal to 112 mm, and if I go down, I have taken the 11th step and I have made it equal to 15 mm. G, can you now make me for the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, actually this one is so this is 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th. 11th is 15 mm. G, give me the value. Something in whole numbers. I am not asking for point. G, difference is 97. So just divide it over here. So give me any value. मतलब किसी में आप 1 कर दो, किसी में 2 उधर कर दो, आगे पीछे, not issue. G, give me any value. 112 से अगला क्या स्टेप आएगा? Okay, 103. Next. The point is trying to make it a circle. 90? 90? Okay, 9. नहीं, बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं छोड़ा. यहाँ पे आपने कितना फिक्स रखा है? 9 का. ठीक है? If you are taking 95 now, the difference is 8. चलो ठीक है. Okay, no problem. Next. 85. चलो कोई नहीं. No issues. No issues. And you are hovering between 8, 9 and 10. No issues. Okay. आगे 76 mm. Next 67 mm. 59. ये ज़्यादा हो जाता है. 8 का चलो 59 mm. ओके. नेक्स्ट 50. ये ज़रा देख रहा इसको मैम. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 40. अब ये यहाँ पे आपने क्या किया है? What you have done over here, if this is the 40, the 10th step will be something like 28 or 29. अगर मैं इसको फर्स्ट करूँ 28 भी रख देता हूँ. Now here you are having a jump of 12 and here you are having a jump of 13. ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा है. You are already hovering between 8, 9 and 10. So this is large now. आपने आखिरी स्टेप ज़्यादा बड़ा कर दिया. So this is wrong. Please correct it. D. Correct it from the very start. G, anyone? Give me a value. Come on, Pop. Okay, 92. Don't go to 8. 8 is a very small value, so that's why it will not be giving you. G, 91, 92, next. 83. Don't go to 8, just go to 9 and 10 or maybe 11. Okay, ये आपने हाँ गलत कर दिया इधर. This has to be 101 approximately. Let's go to a little larger. 91. चलो. Next. 82. 9. Next. 73. Next. 60. Keep it 63 in the start. Don't jump. बाद में फिर आखिरी jump बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा. Just for that, I'm making it 10. ठीक है. 63 के बाद let's make it 54. Make it 44. Then 33 mm. 20. 24 mm. And what was the last? 15. So now this is something 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. So the jump is over there. Now what you have done over here, you have found out the first step width. Okay? And what I mean by this, if I use another color over here for defining it, this distance you have found out for the first step. Second step you have found out this distance. Third step you have found out this distance, and then subsequently going on. Okay? Now you have tried to make it a circle over here. Now when you have made these steps over there, I need to find out this thickness also. ये भी निकालनी है. ठीक है जी? I need to find out this thickness over here. I need to find out this thickness and this thickness. ठीक है जी? Now for this purpose, if I go back and now over here I make let me make again that table. The first step is supposingly this one. Now in this first step you know this distance. What is this distance? We already know 112. So this is equal to 112 mm. This is the center. I know this is equal to D, and what is that D? 115. Now I'm not going to take that angle theta for which I did the calculation. I am going to use a simple Pythagoras over here, because Pythagoras is going to give me a right angle triangle. So I need to find out this over here. Since this is the first step, I am going to call it K1. Okay? So my K1 is going to be equal to what? D square minus 112 square. Agreed? Okay? Now, when I am going to do the second step, see this carefully now. When I am going to do the second step here, second step is also on the top also, bottom also. So what is K2? K2 is this distance plus this distance and this. So when you are going to add these together, this is going to be K2. Agreed? ठीक है? और उसको निकालने के लिए what you need to do, you need to have this distance, ठीक है? And from here to here, this is again D. So for K2 calculation, you will be doing D square minus the second step width is 101 mm. So when you are going to have 101 mm square, but you have to subtract what? K1. You have to subtract K1 from here. So this will be equal to K1 equal to, and when you are trying to find out K3, next step, this will be equal to D square minus, what is the next step width? 91. So this is going to be 91 square minus. Now here you are going to have either K1 minus K2, or you can also write D square minus 101 square, same thing. आप K1 और K2 लिख दो वहां पे, या D square minus 101 अंडर रूट कर दो, सेम थिंग. Find out this K1, K2, K3, K4, K5, K6. For those who are still not getting it, I am repeating. See this one. In this diagram, what is this? This is the first step. This is my first step. This dimension is K1, and to find out this K1, I know this dimension D diameter, and I have fixed this one as 112 mm. So when I want to find out K1, this will be equal to D square, Pythagoras theorem, minus 112 square. This will give me the value of K1. This K1 will be equal to, from here to here. Next step, that is the second step, is here. Second step is here. This distance and plus this distance, this will be equal to K2. So जो भी आप K2 की वैल्यू निकलेगी उसको हाफ ऊपर हाफ नीचे. And what it will be equal to, since this is again D, so D square minus, what is the second step? You have taken the second step as 101 mm. So the formula would be K2 D square minus 101 square minus K1. Similarly for K3, if you don't want to use this formula, you can use K1 minus K2. Similarly, K4 will be equal to D square minus, fourth step क्या है जी, कितना थिकनेस है उसकी, 91 के बाद 82. प्लीज ये बार बार मुझे ऊपर स्क्रॉल करना पड़ता है. दिस माइनस K1, K2, K3, K5 D square माइनस क्या है जी, 73 minus K1 minus K2 minus K3 minus K4. Similarly K6 and K7, K8, K9, K10 and K11. जी please do this one. K1, K2, K3, K4 ये वैल्यू जरा करो अपने पास. Please, some students have been performing very well. The quiz results I already have given you. One thing very important, has been very lenient in this marking. The website is already having that result of this quiz over here. But I've seen many of you have given me bogus answers on the short questions. ठीक है, please write down the actual reason. एक पेपर था, I don't know, यहाँ पे कोई 0 मार्क्स में, I don't know this person, ये पर्सन है या फिर शायद कोई और कोई है 0 वाला? नहीं, यही है. ये पेपर देखने कौन है? ये इज हियर? नहीं यहाँ पे. एनीवे, दिस पर्सन पूरा पेपर फेल है, ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक कागज काला किया हुआ है, लेकिन कोई एक आंसर भी ठीक नहीं है. तो सिर्फ कागज काला करने से नंबर नहीं मिलेंगे. यू हैव टू गिव मी द लेजिटिमेट रीजन. In this course, you have to give me a short question answer, or you have to design it. ठीक है? So please, one thing very important, even if I am sharing with you the lecture recordings or the stylus notes or whatever, please have a habit of do this one in the class. अगर आप हाथ से नहीं गुजारोगे, the whole transformer design is not going to be done. You will do mistakes in the whole design. This is very important. जी, किसी ने कर लिया हो? K1, K2, K3, K4. Give me the value. नहीं, वो K2 सिर्फ उससे पहला वाला है. देखो ना, एक सेकंड, यहाँ पे आओ, वापस आओ टेबल पे, इस पे डायग्राम पे आते हैं. यहाँ पे K3 क्या है? दिस वन इज K3. And secondly or thirdly this one. So K3 क्या है? K3 is this distance plus this distance. तो आपने जब यहाँ से इससे लेके एक यहाँ तक ये डायमीटर D था, तो when you are trying to find out दिस डिस्टेंस, उसमें से आपने क्या क्या माइनस करना है? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल K1 एंड देन K2। तो फिर आप K1 प्लस K2 करके निकालोगे ना, ठीक है? आपके पास पूरा लेंथ आ रही है। एवरी टाइम यू हैव अ ट्राइंगल ओवर देयर। जी सर। नहीं, आप अभी पूरा कर रहे हो। यू आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट द होल डायमेंशन, उसमें से सेकंड में से आप निकाल रहे हो। अब उसमें से आधा ऊपर जाना आधा नीचे जाना वो बात की बात, अभी मैं उसकी बात नहीं कर रहा, ठीक है? अभी हम सिर्फ देख रहे हैं कि इस लेंथ की स्टैक की कितनी विड्थ होगी, बस उसको हम हाफ हाफ में डिवाइड बाद में करेंगे। जी प्लीज वैल्यूज K1 क्या है ये? 26, एक सेकंड, लेट मी चेंज द कलर सो इट्स लेजिबल। 26.096 mm। जी K2 28.8। अच्छा, नाउ दिस इज रॉन्ग ओवर हियर, ये गलत है थोड़ा सा। इट हैज टू बी मोनोटोनसली डिक्रीजिंग। ये ध्यान रखो, कैलकुलेशन चेक करो, दोबारा चेक करो। इट हैज टू बी मोनोटोनसली डिक्रीजिंग। नहीं, वो उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, उसमें दोनों में एडेड है। व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू फाइंड आउट K1, दिस K1 इज एक्चुअली वन स्टेप हियर वन स्टेप हियर, तो वो डबल है। ये जरा कैलकुलेट करो, दिस शुड बी मोनोटोनसली डिक्रीजिंग। हैं? K1 D स्क्वायर क्या है? D क्या है? D is 115, okay, and you are getting 26.096, और D square minus 101 minus K1, this is coming out 28.895. Actually it has to be monotonously decreasing. क्या होगा? नहीं, आप मेरी बात नहीं समझ रहे हो। वो दोनों स्टेप की थिकनेस में है। आपके पास अगर 11 स्टेप्स बन रहे हैं तो 11 स्टेप यहाँ से टोटल बन रहे हैं ना, 1 स्टेप 2 स्टेप 3 स्टेप 4 स्टेप 5 स्टेप 11। तो इसी तरह से यहाँ पे 1 2 3 4 5 यू आर कंटिन्यूअसली गोइंग ऑन, सो इट हैज टू बी मोनोटोनसली डिक्रीजिंग ओवर हियर लाइक दिस। नाउ दिस प्रॉब्लम इज देयर बिकॉज वी हैव अज्यूम्ड वैल्यूज, ठीक है? अब हम, if I change this 112, for example, just for now, if I change this 112 to supposedly 111 or 110, for example, will this change? Find it out. If instead of 112, ठीक है, what was the table? I had 112 to 11101. Now instead of 112, if I take it 111, will that monotonous be achieved? If instead of 112, if I take 111 or 110, totally up to you. हाँ जी, हो जाता है? हाँ. Now this is very important. Why this is very important? Because you are monotonously going to decrease it down. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि एक स्टेप छोटा है, अगला वाला स्टेप उससे बड़ा है. They have to be continuously decreasing down over there. So 110 रखा है, 111 रखा है, 111. चलो, let's go with 111. So I am going with 111. G, tell me the value of K1 now. 30.0666 mm, and then K2 24.924. Next K3 24.924 mm. जी K3, K4, K5, so on. Find out these values. 15.323 mm. G next K4 जी 15.323 के बाद 11 10.31 mm नेक्स्ट क्या 8.2304 mm जी नेक्स्ट K6 7.259 mm K7 क्या क्या कौन सा स्टेप ये वाला अच्छा वो सॉरी this is the step wait नहीं 7.259 तो आ चुके हैं हम क्या कर रहे हैं अब कम जाना है अब ज़्यादा तो नहीं हो सकता 7 8 9 10 and 11 बेटा लास्ट रो मास्क I have some strict instructions मुझे क्लास से बाहर निकालने की इंस्ट्रक्शंस हैं और एब्सेंट लगानी है अगले 3 लेक्चर्स के लिए जी 7.259 के बाद कहाँ फंस गए हो 5.325 mm नेक्स्ट 4.772 mm जी लास्ट 3 steps after 4.72 3.91 mm जी लास्ट 2 K10 and K11 2.308 mm the last one the thickness of the last one one point five 1.55 mm. Okay, so I have all the K1, K2, K3, K4 over here. Now to do this one calculation, let me do this one as a table. Step number step width core stack, all these are in millimeters, so nothing changed. number of laminations, and the last one, area over here. Now, step number 1. What is the step width? The first step width, if you remember, if I go back on my table, this was the step width. So instead of 112, I took 1110, so 110, sorry. So step width is 110. Core stack is K1 क्या है जी? K1 30 30.066. Second step जी 110 के बाद क्या था? 91 confirm me out जी. core stack क्या है? अच्छा 101, sorry 101 जी. what is K2? 24.924. all these are in mm, so that's why I am not writing with them millimeter or mm. जी. next one 92. What is the core stack? 91 जी. what is this value? 15.323. fourth step 82 जी. what is the 10.316. fifth step 73, and what is the 8.230. sixth step 63. what is the fourth step? 7.259. 54. the what is the core stack? 5.326. 844. the what is the core stack? 4.7. 33 is next. what is the core stack? 3.91. 24. the what is the 2.31. 11th step 15. 1.55. okay. now the first two columns are based on the step width over here. The second column is the core stack, which is actually the how much stacking of the core laminations you are going to do. Now, number of laminations. This is very important point over here. Now, since we are talking in terms of gross area, so if my lamination is going to have a thickness of 0.3 mm, listen this very carefully. If my lamination is going to have a lamination thickness of 0.3 mm, then there is going to be some addition in that thickness when the insulation is going to be covered. So when I am going to try to find out the number of laminations, I am going to divide the core stack, which is value 30.066, and I am going to divide it by something supposedly 0.35. now where is this 0.05 is coming? This 0.05 mm is actually the thickness of the lamination insulation that is done on it. Now listen this carefully. If insulation after the is 0.35 and 0.3 is the thickness of only lamination without the insulation, what this means actually that your stacking factor is equal to 0.3 divided by 0.35. I'm again repeating. If you have a lamination and that lamination thickness is 0.3, when you are going to add insulation, it can be 0.33, 0.34, 0.35 or even 0.37 something. If you are putting a little bit more thick lamination insulation, ठीक है, वो आपके वर्कर पे डिपेंड करता है कि वो उसके ऊपर मोटी थिकनेस करता है, पतली करता है, totally up to you. So the stacking factor is going to be actually the lamination thickness without the insulation divided by the lamination thickness with insulation. Now if you do 0.3 by 0.35 divided, this comes out to be 0.85, which is actually a very bad factor. Okay, I told you that stacking factor can go from 0.85 to 0.95 or 0.97. So I will stick on to this one, assuming that my workers are not that good and they are still going to put a very thick layer of lamination insulation over there. So I am going to divide it, whatever core stack value, by 0.35. Now when I am going to divide it by 0.35, the answer is never going to be an integer. It's going to be something in fraction. Now you cannot have fraction number of laminations, you have to round it off. Now when you are going to round it off, supposingly you round it off to supposingly a 41 value. Now 41 value is not going to be bifurcated into two parts. Why? If I go back on your diagram over here, if the laminations, number of laminations are for the first step, they all are stacked together, no problem. But when you are talking about the second step K2, which we have found, is actually this thickness plus this thickness. So when you are going to divide it by 0.35, if your value comes out to be supposedly 47. Now you cannot divide 47 by 2, because half of 47 is going to go up, half of 47 is going to go down. So you are always going to have an even number over there, so you can bifurcate half of them up, half of them down. Okay? So complete this table now, assuming it that the dividing factor is 0.35 and round it off to the highest even number. Okay? You can do it, you don't need to do it for the first step because it already combined. Usme half karne ki, because you are not going to bifurcate it. So just divide it by 0.35 and give me the value of lamination. No, give me the rounded off figure. 86. Okay, number of laminations 86. Next one. 72. Okay, next one. 44. Okay. 30. 30? 30 or 34? 30. Okay. 24. Next. This is 7.259 divided by 0.35. 20. Okay. 20. 15. 15 even nahi hai, sorry, you can't use it, so you have to make it 16. Next is 14. Okay. 14 के बाद 12. Next. G. 12 के बाद 2.31 divided by 0.35. 8 and 4. Okay. So this is your number of laminations. Now what this is telling you, this table is telling you that you are going to ask your worker, please cut 15 mm, and the core stack width is 1.55 mm and he has to cut 4 laminations. Okay? Similarly for all the 11 steps the data is there. Now what I am going to do now, since I know the number of laminations which are there, I am going to, for the area, I am going to multiply the number of laminations multiplied by 0.35 multiplied by what? Should I multiply it by step width or should I multiply it by core stack to find out the area of one step? Question repeat. This is number of laminations which is 86. I am going to multiply it by 0.35. क्या मिलेगा मुझे? Number of laminations multiplied by 0.35. This is giving me the actual width over there which I am using. So I am going to multiply it by step width. So you are going to multiply it by step width over there. So you are going to multiply it by width and find out the area again. ठीक है? क्या किया? क्योंकि you want to find out the area. Whenever you want to find out the area, you need one length, other one. Other length आपको मिल गई है number of laminations multiplied by thickness of one lamination. ठीक है? तो आपको ये वाली lamination चाहिए, thickness length चाहिए. जी, do it. जी, 86 multiplied by 0.35 multiplied by 110. 3 डबल 3 डबल 1. आप पॉइंट्स में बताओ, ये जरा इंपॉर्टेंट है बस. पॉइंट्स में ही है बस. ठीक है ठीक है, कोई मसला नहीं, आगे करो. सेकेंड स्टेप एरिया 22 to 25. Please anyone confirm this also. ये आगे थर्ड स्टेप, फोर्थ स्टेप, फिफ्थ स्टेप, so on, carry it on. अच्छा सॉरी 44 multiplied by 0.35 multiplied by 91. 140.4 mm. 860 1.1 0. ठीक. This is mm square, don't confuse this one. G 73 multiplied by 24 multiplied by 0.35. Again दोबारा 613.2. Next one. This is the sixth step which we are doing. 441 point, कोई पॉइंट नहीं जी. सेवेंथ स्टेप 441 के बाद 302.4. क्या है दोबारा? 111 मैं समझा नहीं. ये 3311 नहीं है, तो ये 1110 ली थी ना हमने. 111 ली है. क्यों? हमने ऊपर चेंज नहीं की थी.
इसके अकॉर्डिंग कैलकुलेशन हुई.
ओके, तो अब हमने क्या किया, उसमें चेंज किया कुछ यहाँ. ठीक है, यहाँ मैं इसको 111 कर दूँ. ठीक, मैं कर दूँ. So this is 111. ठीक है, आगे जी. For the 8th step please. 215.6 mm square. 9th step 138.6 mm. 67.2. Last one is 21 only. अच्छा, अब ये मसला अब यहाँ आएगा, जहाँ पे आपने राउंड ऑफ नीचे की तरफ किया या ऊपर की तरफ किया, ये मसला अब आने वाला है. नाउ यू नो द एरिया ऑफ ईच स्टेप. एड ऑल दिस एरिया ऑफ ईच स्टेप एंड गिव मी द टोटल ग्रॉस एरिया विच यू आर गेटिंग. Add all the area of each step and give me the total gross area. Add all these steps. 3311 plus 2545.2, 1401.4 and all these steps. Add these together. Error मत करना. जी, add all these and give me the answer in mm square.
सर पहला एरिया 3341.
3341 है. 41.1. 86. एक सेकेंड. 9086.7 आगे, बस इतना ही है. ओके, सो दिस इज योर ग्रॉस एरिया विच यू आर गेटिंग. नाउ लेट मी गो बैक what was the gross area we calculated at that time? 9746.915. Let me write it down over there. The gross area required was 9746.5 mm square. चलो खैर. Now कोई बताएगा मुझे यहाँ पे ये डिफरेंस क्यों है? We required a value of 9746.5, but after doing all the calculation हमने बता भी दिया कि कितनी laminations हैं. There are two things. First thing, you did an approximation, जैसा सभी अफाक ने बताया बीच में कि it was 20.7, you took it 20. You should have gone to 22. Second thing, the gross area was assuming that it was a whole circle. Our core is not a whole circle, it's actually having vacant spaces over there. So now the difference over here is approximately some 600 mm square. Now what you have to do, you have to add over here, not in this table, another table over there, you have to add, supposingly over here this is 86, you can add 4 more laminations here, you can add 2 more laminations here, you can add maybe 2 more laminations here. Now by adding this now 8 laminations, if your area, that is the difference over here of 600 something, if it is completed, then that is the final number of laminations you are getting. Okay? So you have to show this in another table that your total gross area is approximately equal to this value. Now if you continue with this one without adding any laminations, what will be the problem? Problem would be that your actual gross area is small, your iron area is even more smaller than that, your working current or working flux density is going to be higher. You assumed a value of 1.6 Tesla, but you are now going to be working at something 1.7 or something more than that, because you are assuming less area of the iron, and we already know flux is equal to B dot A. Flux is already going to be same. Why? Because number of turns उतना ही है जितने हमने choose किए थे. So the flux value will be same. What you have done, you have reduced down the area. So what will happen? B will increase. और हम ये नहीं चाहते. हमें ट्रांसफार्मर डिजाइन करते वक्त ये कह दिया गया था कि the B should be 1.6 Tesla. So apart from this table, what you have to do, you just have to find out, okay, इसमें कितनी laminations add करें, इसमें कितनी और नीचे कितनी add करें. It's totally up to you. ठीक है? But don't spoil the circular shape. This is very important. ऐसा नहीं करना कि अच्छा जी 600 है, यहाँ पे एक थिकनेस ऑफ लैमिनेशन एरिया ऐड करता है 200 का, तो ये दोनों ऐड नहीं की, बस यहाँ पे 3 ऐड किए, काम पूरा होगा. That is wrong. Try to maintain that circular shape. ठीक है? So after this step, you just have to write down. No table required as such. You just have to give me the data. कि जी आपने कितने steps और या laminations ऐड किए हैं, either in step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever that number may be, so that you can have it. Sometimes, let me give you one figure over there. Sometimes in transformer industry, it so happens आपके losses equal नहीं आ रहे होते, whatever your requirement is. Maybe the design engineer can just go towards the transformer and ask the worker, okay, यहाँ पे ये 2 laminations add कर दो या 3 laminations निकाल लो, just arbitrarily, and the transformer starts working according to your required value. So this addition and subtraction is not final here yet. So maybe a transformer आपको design of दोगे, when it goes towards the worker, they make it, but when they run it, maybe the worker has not done the work very good. Maybe when they were cutting these laminations, this is very important, when these laminations are cut, the edges are not sharp, they are bended a little. So when you are going to stack up the laminations together, there is going to be more air gap. Okay? So whenever there is a cutting process, either it has to be laser cutted, which is certainly again expensive, or whenever you are doing the cutting, it has to be burr free. Burr free है उसके sides के ऊपर आपके पास burr ना हो, and it is not bended also. Otherwise, when you are going to stack up the laminations, you are going to have a lot of air gaps over there. And air gap, you all know, is detrimental for your magnetic field over there. कहाँ? नहीं, हमारा तो कम आ रहा है. क्या हो गया? समझ नहीं आई मुझे दोबारा? ये गलत है? ओके चलो हम इस केस में आ गए। चलो 9947, ये किसने बताया था मुझे एरिया? अच्छा, नाउ व्हाट दिस इज टेलिंग यू, योर एरिया इज लार्ज, नाउ यू हैव टू रिड्यूस इट। हाउ मच यू हैव टू रिड्यूस इट? अप्रोक्सीमेटली 199, approximately I guess 199 mm square. So just do a little, how many laminations you want to remove it, but always remove even number of laminations. यानी कि आपके पास अगर दो उतारनी है, दो यहाँ से उतारो, दो यहाँ से उतारनी है, 2 minus from here, ठीक है? But bring it to almost plus minus 20 mm square. This is the threshold over there. ठीक है? The tolerance is plus minus 20-25 mm square. That's maximum over there for this size of a transformer. अगर आप बड़े साइज का ट्रांसफार्मर बना रहे हो, then this can be 100 or 150 mm square. Then that is a different story. ठीक है? अब by chance आपकी क्लास के अंदर this has come larger. Previous class section B कम आया था, ठीक है? So it can come on the anyway side. It's totally up to you. And this is purely based on this value or table which you choose. आपने ये choose जरा differently किया था, इसमें values different थी, you got a different value. If you choose it a little on the lesser side, then you are going to have lesser area, then you will have to add more lamination. ठीक है जी? Any questions with this? हाँ बिल्कुल। देखो tolerance, what I mean by tolerance, whatever your gross area you are calculating, if it is within plus minus 20 mm square, you don't need to add any or remove any lamination. ठीक है? For this size transformer, if the size of the transformer is more than like 500 kVA, 1000 kVA, then certainly this tolerance will increase from 20 to 50 mm or 100 mm. ठीक है?
यहाँ को भी कूल डाउन करने के लिए
ऑयल, ये पूरा का पूरा ट्रांसफार्मर ऑयल के अंदर जाएगा।
तो उसका एरिया नहीं है?
किसका?
ऑयल।
ऑयल के एरिया की? ऑयल तो बेसिकली उसको ठंडा करने के लिए, उसके अंदर कोई फ्लक्स नहीं फ्लो कर रहा, फ्लक्स हमारा सिर्फ कोर के अंदर फ्लो कर रहा है, ठीक है?